Okay, today we're going to be doing front brakes on a 2006 Audi A4. You're going to need a jack, 17 millimeter wrench and ratchet, 21 millimeter wrench and ratchet, and a 7 millimeter socket, or hex. Okay, we're going to start off by setting the parking brake, making sure it's in park. And we're gonna loosen the lugs before we jack it up. This is a 17 millimeter. We're gonna have to break out the breaker bar. Okay, we got out the breaker bar. Make quick work of those tight lug nuts. Now that they're all loose, we're going to jack it up all the way. Okay, now we're going to finish taking them off with the zip gun. Okay, take the wheel off. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is release this clip, press on this tab, and it should pull right out. Okay, now you're just going to twist this clockwise, and it should lift right out. And we'll set that off to the side. And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to break loose the 7 millimeter Allen. Go to the back. That's where it is. There's two. There's one there and one down there. I took the dust cover off. Now we're going to loosen it. Okay, now we're doing the lower one. Hit pause. Okay, now we're going to take it off all the way with the impact. It's on there. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you take it out. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pry up on these clips. You're going to do each end first, and then you do the center. Now that the clip is removed, the caliper should just come right off. Okay, so what you're going to do to get it off, you're going to stick this between the fins in the rotor. It's kind of hard to see. And you're just going to pry over, and that will compress the piston enough, and then you should be able to pull it straight off. Okay, that comes straight off. Now you're going to not want to let it dangle. You're going to want to hang it up with a zip tie or a hook or something, but don't let it hang by the brake line. Okay, so we're going to hang this up. Alright, so the next thing we got going on, we have a C-clamp and we have the old pad in there. And we're just going to tighten it back in until the piston's all the way in the back. But I'm gonna put the video down because it takes 4 hands to do this. Okay, now that we have it bungeed up, I just have it going up to the spring there. Now there's gonna be 2 21mm bolts. That's gonna be this one and this one. We're gonna remove those now. Okay, so we're gonna put a breaker bar on here. And we're just gonna be ginger careful. Okay, we're gonna tighten it up a little bit just to be nice and sensitive. Now we're gonna loosen, tighten, go back and forth like an argument. Just gonna tease it out of there a little bit of a cock tease. Okay. Okay, now we can switch to the other ratchet. Okay, we're busting out the new Icon from Harbor Freight. If you guys have any comments about that, you can leave them below. I seem to like it so far.
He might get 1 3/8, maybe. I don't know. But I want a nice half-inch, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll get one of these.
Now as soon as these 2 bolts are loose, it's only 2 bolts, and then the mount will come out, and then you could replace your rotor. Alright, so that's loose. Now the next thing we have to remove is this little screw for the rotor. Normally it's going to be a T30 Torx, but these were replaced, so it's just a regular Phillips. So we're going to do that next. So we're going to have to drill it because of course this is never going to come out. Alright, pause it.
Needs a hammer.
Alright, so we got that stupid screw out after drilling it, and then we got it with a bigger one. Now we're just going to take the rotor off. Okay, after a little tappy tap with the big hammer, we got it off. And we're gonna put the new one on. Oh yeah, new parts. Now you're just gonna want to compare it to the old one, make sure it's exactly the same. Okay, line it up and just should fit right on. Okay, now we're going to put the bolts back in. Whoop. Okay, so the pads without the sensor wire go toward the outside of the car. You're gonna snap them in like that, and the pads with the sensor wire are going to go towards the center of the car on the brake piston. So we're gonna snap those in place. Okay, so once you have the pads in, they snap into place. Make sure the sensor wire's out of the way, and then it should just slide onto there like that. And then we're going to put in the 2 slide pin bolts in the back. Okay, one on the top. bottom. Alright, pause it. Okay, now the last thing we gotta do is hook up the new pad sensor wire. Turn it.
Yeah. Oh, right. This way. Right? No, wait. This way. No.
Okay, bring the new pad sensor wire in. This piece. And then you turn it down. Oh. Well, my flash just died, but I think we saw that. And then you just connect the two connectors. Now my camera died, so like I was saying, you just connect that last connector and then you put the wheel back on and make sure to pump your brakes and you're good to go. Just remember to pump your brakes before you pull away. Any questions, leave a comment below and I'll answer them. Thanks.